Okay, in this video I'm gonna try to do the Ubers with my Paladin. And this is an hardcore too. That's important. One try. And from my last video I went to my other characters and I just dumped all, pretty much all, unless I forgotten one. Yeah, I filled up my inventory now, so now I've got like 1.5k life, and hopefully this helps, because it was a bit scary against Lilith, so that's why I thought to myself I should be more serious about this and get more life, just in case at some point I'm at 20 life and I save exit and I stay alive, just because I took time to give myself the more chances possible. But my gear is far from perfect. Yeah, I'm using a black flail and nat helm, and I added 15 increased attack speed there. This amulet gives me some blocking, some life, another skill, and damage reduced by 8, which is not that important, but still it's there. Some fire resisting. And this I crafted from a perfect emerald. My spirit shield, this is the best I was able to gather for the amount of time I played. And yeah, it had 31 resist also. Big damage. The problem is the strength requirement is pretty heavy. It's my only equipment that asks me that needs a lot of strength, so it's a bit frustrating to use it, but still, that's the best I had, so I have to use it. And Zures is so good. Yeah. Open wounds and crushing blow, on top of huge amount of defense, good resist stall, faster rate recovery. I mean, everything is crazy. I crafted this from Perfect Ruby, and I got the max life roll, 10% crushing blow, so the max crushing blow, and I did get a bit of attack speed. So that's the best helm I had, so I'm using it. Yeah, I was blessed enough to get a Raven Frost, and I feel this is the best ring for fighters, for melee, I mean. But my other ring is bullshit. Yeah, I need more fire resist. That's what I have, so that's what I'm using. And I was pretty lucky. I got Verdungo, and I also got String of Ears. But I felt that Verdungo was better, more life. And yeah, and the choice was easy because my String of Ears only had the 10% reduce. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I've got so much faster rate recovery that the 10% is probably not relevant. Yeah, these boots are pretty nice. There's some dex there, double resist, and some run walk. Pretty neat. And on Switch I've got a life tap, and I took time to buy a high level one, so this one is level 5. Unfortunately, I'm using that crappy shield I used with my character when he was using Bless Hammer, and this shield is awful. But yeah, that's what I got, so I'm using it. Yeah, I could show the charms, but there's nothing really exciting there. It's really just a lot of fire resist and a lot of life. And I mean, there's some awful there. This one is painfully awful. This one is very better. Yeah, so this gives me 1.5k life. My defense is pretty high, but yeah, that's Lilith. Lilith hits me at 82%. So all that defense gave me like 13% chance, less chance of getting hit. But I guess 13% is better than 0. So yeah, defense is important. And hopefully this against minions, well, against minions it seems to be better because they're low level. But the Ubers are so high level that, and they got a lot of attack rating too, so which equals to a bad. Yeah, their chance to hit is still high, even though I've got pretty good defense. Yeah, blocking is maxed. That's the damage with Fanatism. If I switch to Sanctuary, I lose some damage. But this knocks back yeah, the undead, so I'm gonna use it at Bell and at Mephisto. What else? Yeah, my resist when I drink a poison, an antidote, my poison is max. I'm gonna, oh yeah, there's another thing I'll trigger Fade from Treachery just to get more resist, and I think there's 15 damage, physical damage reduced also when you're faded. So far I triggered the fade each time that I faced Zuriel and Lilith, but Lilith really got my HP down. I think I was down to this at some point. Of course I hit a full rejuve, but it's still pretty scary. So and yeah, at Upper Mephisto I've got more fire resist there, and I have this to get more lightning resist. So I'm gonna swap that for this thing, this amulet. And I'm also gonna use this because since I don't use Fanatism, I lose attack speed. But this gives me a ton load of attack speed. And the 80% there, I think you only need 60 or 40 maybe for if you don't use Fanatism. But the thing is, I wanted to have max attack speed at Zulia, so that's why I put more shells in there. So I did use that. I removed, I swapped black for this at Zulia. Unfortunately, what I didn't do correctly is at Zuriel, I forgot to put Zuez back on, so I fought with Treachery, and what's really impressive, strange, is that I fought him with 0 open wounds, and there's no open wounds there, and it still worked. So I think it might be the poison from Venom that prevented him to heal. But from what I know, that trick doesn't work at the Ubers. So yeah, the Venom won't disable their healing, so you really need open wounds. So I need to not mess up like that when I'm gonna be at the Ubers. So yeah, now is the time. Yeah, it's sort of scary still. And I might come back to get some healing maybe. I don't know where to put the. I'll just put it in the middle. Alright, let's see this. Yeah, I'm gonna disable the video because I don't wanna like mess up because I'm talking something. I just wanna be 100% in the fight.
Yes? Thanks. 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 Thanks.
I am overburdened.
Good afternoon. Salutations. Good day.
I am overburdened. My brothers will not have died in vain. My brothers will not have died in vain.
Good evening.
My brothers will not have died in vain.
Salutations. My brothers will not have died in vain.
Good evening. Hello. Good evening. How may I be of help? Salutations.
Yeah, well, one down was complicated because that goddamn idiot BNETHC is stuck in the house. So if I tried to go near him, I knew what was gonna happen if I did try that. Bell and Diablo would have jumped me, and it was rip. So what I did is I lured Bell in a corner, and you can see the value of Sanctuary because of this. I think it's not even written in the stats. That's just what's so disgusting about this. Anything and that rod damage, and then yeah, what's not written there, and that's the important thing. It's not the damage to undead or the magic damage. That's crap. No, what's not written is that you ignore undead physical resistance. So when you do that, that's why I was able to smite the physic immune basically because of Sanctuary. That's why it's so good. Okay. So yeah, do I go for Diablo now, or do I go? Yeah, I could go take a look at what BNETHC is up to now. He's spawning now. He's probably still stuck in that house. It's really annoying. Yeah, he's
You're so late.
Idiot. So I think the best is I go down and I try to face Diablo. But Diablo, for me, is really scary. I really fear Diablo. I guess I need to do it now. So I'll trigger Fade first. And just want to check if... Okay. Yeah, I'll go trigger Fade. Only for the damage reduce I do this. It's not for the resist because my resists are max, even though it is not there. So that way, if I lose Fade, I'm not gonna be dead. Because my resists were pretty nice, and that's without Duress, because Duress adds a bunch of resists. So, yeah. Okay. And I don't need to drink any potion for Diablo. What I don't need is a bunch of mana. That's for sure. Did I lose Rejuve? Oh no, I put it in the queue. Phew. I don't know where I lose my Rejuves. Diablo is scary. I'm afraid right now. Poison. Yeah, where is he? Stop that idiot. to kill him, but he's still really scared. Yeah, he's really scared. Okay, so do I want to keep my fire resist up or my lightning? Oh man, I don't want to face him.
Good afternoon.
I forgot to do another thing. And what I forgot is this thing that gives me a bunch of god damn it. Yeah, a bunch of resist. And I need to swap. I don't know if... Yeah, I guess I don't need to swap this one. I want to keep more life. $75.75. Wait, that seems fine. Whew. Yeah. Oh yeah. Ah man, did I lose fade? Yeah, I was not even faded at the end. Ah man, fade is crap. Yeah. Yeah, that's the last time I... Yeah, I think I gave up on the fade thing. Yeah, unless you're using the treachery itself at Mephisto, it's risky then. If I go with a frenzy bard, I'm not gonna use the fade thing because in the middle of the fight I was not faded anymore. So I mean it's a nice to have, but don't base your entire strategy on that. That is so risky, and I could have died right there. God damn it. Because sometimes he throws like, I don't know, he throws like a spread of a ton of lightning stuff, and he can kill you instantly. If he did that, I was dead. So that's yeah, I'm gonna take time to clear stuff. Yeah, I think so. I'm gonna take my time to clear all the remaining crap that's lying around. That way, if I fight Diablo, yeah, I want him
Salutations.
nothing else around. But yeah, it did feel good at Mephisto. Really felt good. Fire resist is done. 1k, 1.5k life anymore. Ah, because I didn't swap it. There you go. Try to spawn him elsewhere. Well, maybe I should just do that.
Good afternoon.
Trigger fade again. Yeah, I can do that. Like I said, don't base your entire strategy on that because it doesn't last long. Unless you kill super fast or over geared, I mean, not in favor.
Overburdened.
Alright, let's go to this. Where are you, bitch? Where is he? What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know what was happening there. I was not hitting him, so I bailed out as quickly as I could. I swung at him a bunch of time and nothing happened. So that's pretty bad. Let me see what happens for my defense. Pit Lord 30%. So yeah, the defense is still important. I'm gonna, yeah, I knew I should have cleared stuff. Now it's a real mess in there.
Yes, warrior.
Bring him and just clear stuff. At least I know where he is. He's down. Myself in the market.
Good evening.
Maybe I don't even have space for that. And I'm looking forward to fighting Diablo like right now, so I'm gonna clear. I'm trying to clear. I don't want to clear all of everything that's here, but I want to clear like the top part right there because I feel like that's what I'm gonna fight. Plus, it's a bit. Yeah, I already made cleared the pit with this place. Yeah, see, there's nothing. There's nothing left now. It's gonna go in myself. Do I want to lure him and then trigger fade? Maybe. Okay, there's still garbage there. So I'm gonna clear it. Yeah, my attack speed is slower than it is. Another immune physical. I go in and out of the portal because stay there. I'll get fade. And if this was softcore, I would just yoga and just go in like a billion. But since this is hardcore, out of respect for hardcore, I feel like I need to take my time and not and I ate treachery. So close to goal, I don't want to just rush things and do something stupid. So for sure, I could go faster. Let's do this. I need to deal with spanking. Yes sir, I did it, and it was easy. So yeah, I'm over geared, and the Defiance mark is super nice. But he's wearing good stuff. I mean, shaft stop, Talasha, and it's not an ethereal or Trisha, but still it's obedient. So yeah, it worked out pretty fine. I could get this tender of hero just for fun. What is this thing? Amazon. Well, I'll send that to the Amazon. And if I try to do it with the frenzy barb, well, I'm gonna use the Amazon. Because I used my Bless Hammer guy, which became the Smiter. So this is the guy that did Arcane mostly. And he's the brother of another guy, because I actually killed my first. I didn't kill him, he got
Afternoon.
yeah. So yeah, it was Paladins that did Arcane Sanctuary. Because I feel the Bless Hammer are pretty good there. The thing is coming, you can teleport using a staff between a bunch of enemies to like the round, the circle thing, it's things there and underneath you. And yeah, the fact that they're all lined up means that you're only like facing one at a time, so it's pretty easy. And the merc can be just in front of you and you stay back, so you're not even in danger. Yeah, when I look back at this, I feel that treachery it's annoying to trigger the fade, and it doesn't last that long. And it could have killed me at least too, because the treachery ran out. And turns out that this weapon was pretty good. I mean, it patched what I needed. I needed resist and attack speed, and that's what it gave me. And yeah, the 80% there is for Zuriel. Because at Zuriel I swung at maximum speed, even though I was under his Holy Freeze. What I did wrong at Zuriel was that I didn't swap back to Zures, so I fought with this stupid treachery, which I'm sort of complaining because it's so annoying to trigger, and then the effect doesn't last even that long. That's pretty surprising, actually. I thought it lasted pretty long, but I'm gonna check on the website how much time it takes, how much time it lasts. No, I didn't search the right thing, so it's Fade B2. Fade level 15 is supposed to last 288. I guess time flies quickly. Because 288 seconds, that's like 5 minutes. Yeah, I guess when I go in the tristam and I fool around and I try to, maybe it's because I don't go straight for Mephisto and not like kid around. It must be my fault, but 5 minutes is sort of long, so it should be enough. But keep that in mind. If your treachery runs out in hardcore, there's problem in paradise. You might die because of that, and that's really bad. We're gonna transfer that to the Amazon. This, take your fire resist back. Not even, she's 74, so soon she'll be able to quit this. And she sort of became a mule, but yeah, that's why there's a bunch of stuff there. But yeah, I did find this weapon, and I feel like it's better than my Zephyr, which is a pretty bad weapon. So but I like the running. The fact that she runs fast, I really like that. I could show my my build as in closing. So this is what I wore at Diablo. So I went with black. My helm is nat, and I added 15 increased attack speed after I checked all the requirement for attack speed. This is I think it's a pretty good amulet. It's not godly, really not, but I mean there's a bunch of life, some blocking, 1 to all skills. Even the damage reduce is still helpful against all the summons that hit you. My Zakarum shield, I made spirit in it, and it had the 31 base resist also. It's pretty good. The straight requirement is annoying, but the more points you put in strength, the more damage you get. So there's still some value there. Duress is so good for melee. I'd say that this is the best armor for me. Maybe Fortitude is better. I don't know. Well, it's among the best. I'll just say it's among the best, and it does. It only costs a une, so these glove I crafted with perfect rubies. So 10 increased attack speed and 10 crushing blow. It's really good, and I got 20 life. The eye roll there, but so that's not really important. Yeah, Raven Frost, the best ring for melee. It's really good. If you don't have Raven Frost, then you've got two cheap choice. Either you got Hawkmail, but if you use Hawkmail, you're not using Duress, and that's sort of bad, but it can be done. I mean, if you got like Goblin Toes, and you use, instead of using black, you use a steel cutlass, and that's super quick. Then your open wounds is in steel, the crushing blow is like in the glove and the boots. And you free up your armor and you can use a Hawkmail. But the other choice for the cannot be frozen is you make a rhyme shield instead of a spirit or 4 perfect diamonds. And I was really lucky to get Verdungo. That thing is super. Vitality, some faster recovery, big defense, and damage reduce, of course, is good. Fire resist, because I needed to patch my fire resist. And these boosts are really good. Yeah, 2 big resist, some dexterity, some running. They're really nice. And afterward, it's just a bunch of random charm, and it's not even good charms most of the time. Yeah, this one is good. And this one is probably irrelevant. Okay, well. Now when I faced, yeah, and you should trigger treachery, and you should know that it lasts 5 minutes. So I was so slow doing my kills that the fade ran out, and I don't like that for Mephisto. So maybe in hardcore you shouldn't rely entirely on treachery. Just see it as a bonus, a small bonus to damage reduce. Or don't even bother with it. So that's the blade I made, and it's quick and it added resist. So that's what I use at Mephisto, because at Mephisto I used Sanctuary. And same thing at Bell, I used Sanctuary and I used this thing. So I dropped 40% crushing blow. So instead of having more crushing blow, I had the Sanctuary, which knocked back all the annoying stuff. The minions. At Mephisto I also used this amulet, which gave me a bunch of lightning resist. and I transferred that. At some point I panicked. I was all messed up in my resist, and the resists were super low, and I panicked. But turns out everything was okay. I think I messed up, and I had treachery on, thinking I had Duress or something, or I was on a weapon swap. And on weapon swap I got my life tap, but my shield is garbage. At Misto I added more fire resist, but it's not like there's a lot of fire there, so I don't know. Maybe this is wrong. Yeah, it's mostly that. So I wouldn't say my gear is bad, but it's not perfect, so it can be done with non-perfect gear. But I still think it's pretty bad. And this thing is undervalued. Sanctuary, because although it's not written, it ignores physical resistance of undead. So a lot of physic immune stuff is undead, so it's really good. And the knockback keeps like all the melee out of your range, all the undead melee, so that's why I like it in a Tristam. More than Fanatism. Although Fanatism is good too, so yeah, that's it. Made it. I was level 75. More levels mean more life, more defense, less chance to get hit, so. But I knew it was from doing the game with cheap gear. I knew that this gear was I wouldn't say overkill, but it was pretty safe. So then the scariest the scariest encounter for this character was Lilith. And Lilith, like, she hit me a couple of times, and my life dropped right there. So I hit rejuve, but yeah, it's really scary. So if I had I think to fix that, well, to help fix it, but it won't fix it, but it should help, is I should have came with my Merc, but he should wear like Kelpie Snare. So he hits her, and he's probably gonna die, but like maybe the slowing, if he stays alive and he slows her to death, then it becomes easy. And maybe get some gear with slow on it, like Kleedla. Like drop the crushing blow and go for Kleedla instead. Because Kleedla slows her by 25%, and maybe get something else, or the Merc has Kelpie Snare, and just to try to slow her, because she is so hard. It's great. Yeah, she's I think she's the scariest. She gave me the most trouble, and I might try to do it with a Frenzy Barb now in hardcore, and I'm probably just gonna transfer my gear. Like, this is the best can go to the Barb, even this help go to him, the Glove for sure, the Raven Frost, the Verdungo. And I'm probably just gonna dump, and I'm not gonna go with flails, because the only ethereal weapon I've got is a small crescent, so I might have to go with axes, so I'll see. But all in all, yeah, Paladin, he's always really good, and getting big defense is really good against the summons. So yeah. Get a Defiance Mark, he's the best.